experimental, cavallegental, evidential, elementary, dential. What are these intros I'm making? Okay. If I were to tell you, you were to meet two people, and one of them said, I have two jobs. And he told you what one of those jobs were. So you knew what one of those jobs were, okay? And then you met another person, and he says, I have 10 jobs. Okay, he has 10 jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And he told you what two of them were. If you wanted to learn everything number one guy does, all you would have to do is learn one more thing. Okay? But if you wanted to learn everything that the other guy does, number two guy does, you would have to learn 8 more things. You would have to learn so much more things. So you know more about number one than you do about number two. Because you would have to learn more about number two. You have to learn a lot more about number two. But you only have to learn one more thing about number one. Okay? It's the same thing with fractions. If I were to give you a fraction, 1 over 2. Okay? Which means you have 1 out of 2. Which means you have half of something. Okay? All you need is one more part to make a whole, to make 1. But let's say I were to increase the denominator. Okay? The denominator is the one at the bottom. If I were to increase the denominator to 10, that means you would only know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. That means you'd only know 1 out of the 10 things. You would need to get 9 more pieces to make a whole. To get 1. But with this one, you only need 1 more piece to make a 1. This one, you need 9 more pieces. So this one is larger than this one. Because this one, you have more pieces. You need less pieces to make a whole. To get to one group, all you need is 1 more piece. This one, you need 9 more pieces. You need so many more pieces to make a whole. So if we were to keep numerators the same, and we were to keep increasing the denominator, the one at the bottom, and let's say we kept 1 the same, but we made it the bottom, let's say like 20, which means you have less. You need to know more about this one than you need to know about this one. You need more of the pieces here than you need to get at this pieces. So this one is smaller than this one because you would need more pieces to make a whole. But this one, you need less pieces to make a whole. This one, you need even less pieces to make a whole. So this one's larger than both of these, and this one's larger than this one. Reason being, because this one's half, it represents more, and this one represents less of the whole. Because it's 1 out of 10, which means you need 9 more pieces to make the whole. This one, you only need 1 more piece to make a whole, to make 1. So this one is larger than both of these, and this one's larger than this one, because you need less pieces to make a whole, to get to 1, uno. Okay, so try this at home. Go look at a bunch of different stuff and see which fractions are smaller and larger by increasing the denominator and keeping the numerator the same. And yeah, stay in school. Bye. Oh, God, my arm.